Hello, Divine Sunshiners. How are you doing today? Well, today I'm coming with a energy read for the Twin Flame Collective. Some of the things that I've pretty much seen in other videos pretty much consist of the Divine Masculine. If they're in karmic relationships, they're still in decision mode. Some of them are kind of, if they have not released and got rid of them, they're still in that mode of I'm kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Also, I seen on the Divine Masculine, this is the Divine Masculine page, he's going through a major transformation, and that's probably pretty much the vibe of all of the divine masculines and even divine feminines. You feel like a shift, like a change, like you need to kind of change things up, because like even with my hair, I used to wear it on this side, and I was like, you know what, I don't think I want it on this side, flip it to the other side. So you know, you kind of feeling like you want a new change, something like it's coming through the air. As far as divine masculines, also pretty much getting into the point where they're coming more into their intuition, more into their feminine side, being able to really sense and know what the relationship is, what the twin flame connection is. Some of us feminines are kind of going through it, where we're pretty much still kind of deciding, should we stay or should we go? So that's pretty much the vibe that I've gotten from all of the videos that I have watched and seen, that they're pretty much, the overall consistency is that the divine masculine is knowing what the relationship is, still kind of doesn't know how to put his finger on the pulse to what to identify it as. If they're in a divine karmic, if they're a divine masculine in a karmic relationship, kind of teeter-tottering, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Divine feminines, if you're in a karmic relationship, she's pretty much at the cusp of saying, let it go. And those of us that's in union might be experiencing, again, that want to be a little bit kind of getting to know each other with this new creation, new body, new downloads, new things that are coming in. So you might have a little kind of shaky going on in the union due to all this newness that's going on with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So you kind of got to relearn each other as well. So let's kind of get into this week's read. I'm going to start off with the divine feminine, what's in her heart space this week. Let's see. Clear. What's in the divine feminine collective's heart space for this week. Okay, what is in the mind space of the divine feminine collective for this week? What is in the mind space? Ooh, almost like a toss-up. Okay, we'll do that. What is in the heart space of the divine masculine for this week as the collective? Okay, how many is this? Okay, I could do a 4. And what is in the mind space of the divine masculine as the collective? Okay, so this week's energy is for the divine feminine, in her heart space is playfulness. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So she's kind of returning back to that lightheartedness, being just want to play with the divine masculine collectively. Remember, this is, I see others, and I want to use the disclaimer as well, this is for the collective. This is not just for one person individually. So collectively, You see it where the divine masculine look like he's like, okay, I'm open to play. You know, if this is what you want, I'm not going to fight you. I'm kind of like hands out, I'm open. You know, I'm tired of fighting the feeling. I can't fight this feeling anymore. And she's hanging on to him playfully, flirting with him through the eyes, and just, you know, just taking this a swing, just going back to that childhood, just a swing, just back and forth, and just going, to me, that swing represents just going with the flow of life, just going with things. Also see a tree, knowledge, so she's got some more knowledge to make her feel as if about the situation with the divine masculine and the twin flame journey, that she feels more strongly rooted in the situation. And so then that's why we get this kind of playfulness. She's ready to play, and usually if you're ready to play, you bring that innocence back, and that something she feels is shifting. Like I said, that newness is going, something is shifting in the air. She's in her mind space, is soulmate, which would be divine twin. Yes, this is your soulmate. She's really coming forth, and knowing before a couple of weeks, I think all my readings, she was pretty much doubting it. Right now, the divine feminine knows exactly that, yes, this is the soulmate. He is something special. He's not the average Joe around there. And so she is saying, yes, Joe, let's give it a go. So she is saying with this, she's into her and he's into her also. So this is what's in the mind space of where that on that one is not guessing. Is he into me as much as I am? She's stepping out there in faith, knowing with this newness that she has that we're on the same plane. Okay. I see almost like this Temple of Solomon there that's in the background. You got trees, knowledge about some things, a lot of greenery, and it's just really concentrating and looking at each other. The focus and the target is these two, okay? On the heart space of the divine masculine, he's got a lot going for him. He has attraction, okay? You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So he's really come to the heart space, like I said, with the divine masculine. Something's new is going on with them. They're really kind of starting to get that this relationship is something special. Maybe through other relationships they had, either the karmic or karmic situations, that they're now saying, you know what, there is attraction. And let me just kind of take time out to smell the roses. I mean, really take this in, that, you know, this is like the one, okay? So, and a lot of heart chakra. Some of the videos I had seen there, some of them also were saying that the heart chakras were opening up for the divine masculine now, which is a good. So that means it's in bloom, because you see these flowers being used here. So the heart chakra is now in bloom. It's opening up like the lotus, where it's opening up into receive, okay? He's ready right now, divine masculine in the collective, is ready to do a commitment, serious commitment. This situation involves marriage. He understands and knows that you being the one is the divine feminine that are watching, that no more guessing. He knows that with this relationship, it can lead to marriage. Okay? He's at the stage now in his heart that he wants to make the effort. He wants to make the effort in his heart space. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And so you see him, he's just really just taking in the divine feminine. And right now it's just really innocent, because you see the children here. So this to me is a real innocent note, like when you used to play with as a child with boys and stuff, and it was just really seemed like it was you know, just innocent play, and just he just all in, you know, they used to just kiss. We like, oh, ain't that cute? You had the two toddlers together and they would kiss each other and like, this my little girlfriend, and he like, this my boyfriend, and it's just cute. So right there now in his heart space is just right where he's at. It's just at a point of innocence. You see the green here was the heart chakra. You see here again, he's wearing green, which is also like the same thing, the attraction. He's seeing you opening up his heart chakra. His heart is in bloom when he thinks of you. And here he's going back to that childhood, that youthful, that real pure innocence in loving and showing affection. So this is where he's at in his heart space. He knows also, this is really good, as the collector, this is true love. This is one. This is the romance of a lifetime. He recognizes and knows when he thinks about the divine feminine that this is not, again, like the average Joe. This ain't Sue, Mary, or Sarah, or whoever. Susie Q. This ain't the regular Susie Q. The angels have really been talking to him and guiding him, and has been really been doing like a divine intervention with him, so he can be able to recognize, recognize who you are. They keep telling him, you know. So right now, I see he has this military thing. He's been at war with a couple of things. It could be war for the karmic situation, karmic partnership, battle even with himself, maybe even conflict. And that's what I'm picking up, where he's had to really feel as if he was going off. And, you know, another thing that I've heard from a lot of the divine twin flame videos is a lot of them saying back in past lives, a lot of the divine masculines would go off to war. And as they go off to war, they would leave families and loved ones and their wives and lovers. And when they went off, they would have to cut off that certain part of their heart so that when they went out there, they wouldn't be felt vulnerable, because they were bringing in that love. And they just had to just shut it off so they could be able to function day to day while they were at war. And a lot of times when they go to war and they come back, they would pretty much still have that mentality of like, shut off all my feelings, all my emotions. I'm not going to show anything. And so he looks like from here, he's coming from that state. He's still kind of in that state. He knows his true love. He knows this is what he wants, but he's still working with that energy and with these emotions of cutting off, not being open to you or expressive of it. So that's in his heart space, but he still has traces of this going on. And so that might be leading to why on his mind space, he is thinking of, you know, getting to know one another. We got to take this one step at a time. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So he knows in his mind that he wants to communicate something to the divine feminine. And he knows that he wants to really, like a soldier, want to put the shield and the sword down, and to really just come honestly bearing himself, not coming back fighting again and coming with this military. Like I say, he's still coming with that military thing, but he's still making forth the effort, like one of the cards said, to say, I'm going to try, I'm going to come humbly to my divine feminine, and she's going to be open to receive it, the divine feminine, when this happens. And matter of fact, she's going to be almost delighted and kind of giggly a little bit about the whole thing. It's like, oh my God, he's back. And, you know, just really pretty much expressing like, I'm open to it. I'm just in glee about the whole situation. She's also, again, having these issues. Every time I see this card, I think about childhood issues where she's got to maybe heal as well. So he's coming with this closed offness with the emotions, and she's coming with this here, some of these childhood issues that she has, or either she might have a child, I don't know. Also in the background, you got pretty much divine intervention. They're there guarding and kind of, you know, helping if they need any help or assistance to make it happen. They are definitely there to help. That is pretty much it. Let's look for this week's blocks. What are the blocks? Clear. Oh, somebody came up. I didn't say who it was for, though. What are the blocks for the divine feminine? If it is so, come back out. Woohoo. 3 again. Okay. What are the blocks this week for the divine masculine? Whew, stop it, you butterfingers, but this definitely wanted to come out. Okay. That flipped until I let everything go. All right, so this week for the divine Yeah, the feminine. Divine feminine. Well, I flip-flop and said, which one is it? And I said divine masculine. Okay, this week, the blocks is ego. Okay, for the divine feminine, Archangel Jophiel, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative fear-based thoughts. Okay, that's pretty much self-explanatory. So right now she's dealing with the ego. She's got a false sense of entrapment, such as this is not going to work. Some things that's happening in the material world, such as maybe her finances, maybe it could be family, in the karmic situation, or karmic partnership, is pretty much taking a lot of her focus. And she's got a lot of negative fear-based thoughts. So in some ways, she's kind of self-sabotaging the union to go on. Another thing that's a block for her this week, the Empress Archangel Gabriel, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So she's having a problem really dreaming this up. I mean, just really dreaming, just outlandish dreams about how she wants to see this divine twin soul relationship go. She's having issues with even nurturing herself, which means she's got to go back to self-love. Self-love with that. She's struggling, and that's causing it to be a block as well. I'm seeing her just really struggling with a lot of the nature of who she is, that she embellishes, because I see all different types of animals that are in here. I definitely see butterflies, so she's transforming. She's got really the world at her feet, but she's not really seeing it. You got water here that is pretty much the spirituality, just a constant flow that brings on abundance. She's got little bits of trees in here, which lets me know that she doesn't have enough knowledge to go on, and so things aren't really as abundant as she would like to. She's the center of attention. She has wings. She's got that golden glow, which lets me know that spirituality, and then also she's in power to be able to have control. Almost some of this golden or this yellow cast has a little bit of also the yellow, which would be the solar plex, and also her sacral, some intimacy. So she's working on mastery of that. But at the same time, she's still struggling with those two areas. And the heart chakra, because I see that in the back. Another blockade for the divine feminine is the Chariot. Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline, and willpower, public recognition. So the thing is, if things move very fast for the divine feminine in this twin flame union, in some ways I'm picking up, she will not be, if she keeps up with this energy, she's not ready for rapid change. Some parts of her is still dealing with some of those past issues, like, again, being able to dream well above and beyond about where this divine twin soul relationship can go. She's also having a problem with even showing self-love, some of them. Now, like I said, it's not all of them, but this, Metatron. So, again, anytime you see the Chariot, I definitely know that's movement. So, her spirituality, she still has to work with this. 3 is coming together with that, and you got a 15 here, the 1 and 5, so we know that's a change and unity with that. And this is very spiritual. The 3 is the Trinity, the spirit, soul, body, or that too. So she's got to work on some things. She's got to work on all that. Like I said, I'm picking up the 3s for spirit, soul, and body. She's got to bring all that into alignment, okay? And that's where that nurture yourself comes from. So that means work on your chakras, clearing that, taking some exercise, eating healthy, doing those things. Public recognition. And then she's not having an issue with public recognition. And I think that goes along with her also knowing who she is. I seen in another video they had about divine feminine, something about us being scared to claim who we are. Like when we growed up, they always would say, you know, don't pretty much show your sexuality. Don't, you know, boast about how pretty you are, how beautiful you are, now how smart you are, especially being a girl, to take down and dim down your shine while you're doing that. And so that kind of messes with our divineness, being our divine goddesses. And we've got to come back to reclaim our divine goddess that's within us, being able to show that, being able to, let the world know that, I'm okay with my body. I'm okay with the image that I'm giving. I might have flaws, but guess what? That I'm strong in my femininity. Okay, so that is something there that would show about public recognition, knowing that I am a divine feminine, and being able to, not be ashamed of that. Okay, with the blockades for the divine masculine, page of earth. So scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging and new area of study. So when I read this, what I'm thinking of is that he's maybe the divine masculine, is financial matters is becoming better. However, something about the job he's not really happy about. Something even maybe about his living quarters where he lives. He's not happy with that as well, and really wishes and desire for something better. He might even be thinking about going back to school. However, he is not patient with these changes, because a lot of divine masculines are in planning mode. They're getting ready for their divine feminines, and things that they have in mind. They're saying in some ways that the universe or the material world or the matrix is not supporting them. That's why we got the wings here, which is not all the way developed. They're slightly developed. You got the youthfulness here. When I see her all the time, I always think so. That is still some youthfulness. It's not well developed idea yet, but things are in bloom. They are blossoming. You got the stars here. They're aligning. You got some magical and cosmic things that are helping to make these things happen. And then he's transforming into something from a butterfly, which we see is ready, that's already taking flight and flying around. So those wings that I talked about in previous videos that wasn't well developed now are now developed. And so you see him kind of flying down. He's not flying upwards. So we still got to struggle as to where we want to kind of go. And that's a little semi-concerning there, is that we're not all the way. We're still kind of, to me, on earth level. We haven't flown up higher into a much higher consciousness. So this is a blockade for him, because things in the material world haven't all the way manifested the way he likes to. And we know with masculines, pretty much in any range, whether they divine or regular or whatever, if the money is funny, they're not really feeling stable as to who they are in their manhood or who they are as a man. So they really want to come with a full cup to the divine feminine, to show and present to her, because he just really feels that she deserves the best, and that's what he wants to do, is show his best foot forward. Even if you're in union, or even if you are, he's coming out of a karmic situation and he's coming back for your reunion, he wants to come back with a better footing. Okay, let's take a look at some of the energies in which they're moving away from. I'm going to ask the romance angels for that. Let's look at the past, present, and future. What is the past, present, and future energies that the divine feminine and the divine masculine are moving out? Need 3 cards from. Okay, you're doing interesting here. I'll do a past, present, and this one. Okay, so in the past, here the energies that we have here is new love, express your love, And go ahead and make the romantic gesture. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay, so now with this could go several ways. New love, a new person has in the past. This might have been when they think about the divine feminine, that they're saying that, okay, she's a new love. The energies, I know they were saying they wanted to look at it new. Just take that whole, whatever had been done in the past, has been done in the past. And they really wanted to look at it from a new perspective, this divine feminine and the divine masculine's relationship. Okay, express your love. At that time, back in that's past, they were thinking about express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Collectively, she was into him, but he was looking at her with a look of concern about expressing his love. To me, it's like, okay, he holding her hand, but to me, it's like I'm looking at this. It's like I wasn't quite ready yet to express. To me, because that's like this. That's kind of odd to me. Most time, if you're holding a hand, you intertwine, interlaced with each other. But for to do that, is like, to me, it's like person like, hold up, wait a second, I ain't quite ready yet, you know. So that was the past. He knew that's what he wanted, to express his love. He know that it was a new love, but he wasn't quite ready for it yet. Okay, now, in the present time, right now, it's an unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, this could go two ways. This can go with the divine feminine. Now, something about in the present, the divine masculine, I've seen that in other ones. They're saying that they were pretty much kind of retracting. Now, some of them was hiding the relationship, hiding that we had a connection. And so right now, he's in the state of denial. It's like, no, it's not really enough going on for us to do anything, to go on any further in this relationship. And so, unrequited love. However, you had, when I look at this, it looks like it's friends that was kind of almost edging them on and kind of telling them, you know, that ain't nothing. You know, that's whatever's going on with her or him. That ain't nothing. It ain't enough chemistry. You all haven't seen each other in the whole year, and you talking about Susie Q, and you know, we talk about people who's here now. You know, so to them, it seems like, you know, to the friends, they don't understand it, so they're looking at it and telling them this is unrequited love, and they sitting there and say, okay, yeah, that's true. Another thing is, another way of looking at this, when I look at the car, presently, some divine feminines, let's be honest, have gotten to the point that they have said they are tired of waiting, and they don't see nothing progressing. And they're at the point that they're saying, you know what, this ain't enough chemistry. He might be in that vein where he feeling this true love and all that, and I think the past readings I had did seemed like he was at that place that he really wanted to try. And the divine feminine is at that place. They say, I'm looking for other options, to be honest with you, because it's a stalemate. It ain't nothing going on. So, and then also she can also have friends go on her own and say, yeah, you right, girl, he ain't doing nothing. You ain't heard from him, and he look like he going off to, you know, building relationships and empires with other people, and you still waiting on him. You look kind of like a fool. So, you know, that's not helping as well. So that's why I say unrequited love is on both sides. It had gotten to last week's energies. I mean, this week too. We could continue on. And some of the readings I had seen, the videos, they're saying right now that some of the definitely on the divine feminists are at that point where they're ready to give up. It's just like, it ain't enough for me to stay around and stick around with. Okay. Again, presently, we still got to heal some children issues with this. Every time when I see this as something about with the divine feminine, something about being nurtured, either nurtured with parents. Going back to what I see this also maybe back in when they were very, very small, some issues they had to deal with. And if there's some healing that has to go on along with the divine masculine, him getting in touch with also going back and seeing, can he heal the parts that have to do with his loyalty, how he's his friendship, and being the state of authority, maybe somebody again parenting with him as well. and being able to be the master of his life, okay? Because the dogs are looking at him to tell him what to do. And so right now he's at that state where he's got to really look at himself to heal, especially with the in that state of the child back then, or both of them need to return back to being of the innocence in order for them to have, like the divine feminine wants them in her heart space to have this playfulness. They got to go back to being childlike, okay? That's that one. Right now, which makes sense in the present and the future, they are still, both the feminine and the masculine are still going to be working with healing family issues. That's on both sides. That's going on here. Every time when I see this, it could be surrounding again the father figure in this one. The ancestors are trying to help to heal you, and the angels, the guys that help you heal you with those things that happened in the past. When I look at this, I always say it's a time span between like 7 to 8 years old up until when you're in high school age. These two things, these are ranges that you got to heal with that, healing family issues that could go for the female or the male, the divine masculine or the divine feminine, between these age ranges. Or also you got to heal something, could be either a father issue or a sibling issue. Somebody got more attention than the other, somebody did not get, or somebody was the favorite, oldest, and you being the baby, you didn't get any attention. Every time when I see that card, that usually goes for that, okay? Then you also have the past life relationship. It says you have known each other before. And so going into the future, the next one part is pretty much you tapping into those past relationships that you have to deal with to bring that forth. And that's going to help you to be able to build into the now, because you all have history. We have history with each other. And so we tap into those past energies. We'll see the passion that we had back then, and we're going to help to bring that forward into our twin flame relationship. So if we have to heal some of those energies, once we get that, we could be able to propel and extract the negatives from that, and propel and bring in the positives from that relationship that we had in past lives, to bring it into the now. Okay, let me ask the cards. Is there anything that the feminine wants to say to the divine masculine, and what does the divine masculine want to say to the divine feminine collective? What does the divine feminine want to say to the divine masculine collective? Oh, okay. Interesting. And what does the divine masculine want to say to the feminine in the collective? Ooh, stop. This divine masculine want to say to divine feminine. Okay, first card, divine feminine saying to the divine masculine, we need to separate. Have separation. This go two ways. We need to separate. Let me go and work on myself, heal myself. This is what I'm picking up. Says I've got all these kind of issues that's going on, especially with the self-discipline, because if you look at this, for the divine feminine, her plate is full. She's got more cards that she's got blockage. She's got 3 cards that are blocks for her, okay, which would define why she needs the separation. She got the Empress coming into her divinity, who she is, things changing, and the ego, okay. These are 3 major things that she's got to deal with. And with her plate being full, separation might be the way to go until she gets together. I've seen also on some videos where they had stated that the union is being put on hold. because of both sides have some things that they have to heal. The divine feminine, according to the cards of what's being read here, seems like she's got a lot that she's got to deal with. So she's really at this point that she's telling him, you know, no, please don't go on this one. And he's like, my heart, you know, I've got to go work on my heart. And she's also got to work on some of these blockages that she has in her heart. So the new beginning, the new day is dawning, so the new beginning can happen. She's got, both of them have angels that they're waiting in the wings, helping for guidance. But again, with this one, most of the time I must say she's faking. That's with the karmic. But with this, I'm seeing her really pulling on him and saying, please don't go. But he knows in his heart of hearts, this has to happen. And this on his end, what he wants to say, divine masculine wants to say to divine feminine, is this. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and to give and receive the highest energy of all. How you going to get the highest energy of all is when you love yourself first, fully. Okay? He's still going to hold you in high regard as you handle that situation. He's still going to hold a place for you. The angels and guides are working with you. He's going off to war with whatever issues that he's got to battle. He's got his warrior stuff on. Rather is to go deal with the karmic and really truly let that go, or the karmic partnership, or the karmic situation. He's still holding you on in high regards. I think of this like sometimes when they put the fair maiden on top of the horse, he's making sure that you're safe. This is what I'm picking up. And for him to send you to keep on going on with the journey, what you doing self-discovery, while he goes off to go battle his own self-demons, these outward things that's in the matrix, things of that nature. And so he's seeing you sent off. You are pointing in the same direction, but one is kind of going at it a little slower because he's on foot doing it, and she's on horse, which you know she could go at a speedier race, which means that helps her to go set forth ahead of him to be able to set forth a place on the twin flame journey. So she'll be ready. So she's moving at a more faster pace as to being able to set forth love for this journey. The other card is they need to have a heart-to-heart conversation. This is what he's saying. When they do, he wants to communicate. I think that came earlier in there, that he wants to communicate something to her. She's the one that's got the heart. She has his heart. She's the one that he's, you know, really sees that, say, you know, this is really needed. And I want to tell you X, Y, Z, and yada, 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 yada. And he's saying, okay, I'm kind of stand here and kind of take this all in while you talking and telling me about everything that's going on. But now, like I said, when we have these heart-to-heart conversations, divine feminines, with our divine masculines, make sure that we're not coming from a place of ego, coming from a place of judgment, coming from a place to tear down. We still stand in our power as a divine feminine, but we must remember at all times to make sure we get our point. We set our healthy boundaries, but at the same time that we're not coming at them with negativity, okay? So he looks like he's listening. He's kind of still got that war, that military thing where I'm still checked out. You know, the emotions is cut off, but at least you're getting a chance to have your say. That's what he's kind of saying in between. I've been out with my divine master. Okay, go on, say it. You know, you can the conversation. They just in listening mode. Say, I don't know if you heard 50% of what I just said to you, but you know, he knows that it needs to be done, and he knows that you need to be able to kind of get some things off your chest, literally from that heart chakra, to be able to release. Okay. That is that. So let's see what is the overall energy. I'm trying to see which way I want to say. What is the overall energy, or do I want to do that? Sometimes I just want to stick with you all. Let's see. What is the overall energy for the Twin Flame Collective? Okay, I could go for that. All right, so we have, bam, passion and free yourself. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. True, I agree. If you handle all of those blockades, I'm going to handle you first. When you handle all these blockades that the feminine has, with the ego, chariot, and the standing in her power, being who she is as the empress, as the divine. And that's interesting, the empress as the divine feminine. And him being able to handle all this material things that's going on with him, which is the finances, and his he wants something more challenging, and he wants a new area of study going on. You will be able to free yourself. Okay, that's overall. So the overall energies for this week is freeing yourself. Be free. Okay, so you need to let go of all these illusions, the karmic situation, the karmic partnership. All those things need to free, because you got to remember who you are. You're a unicorn. You're magical. You are divine feminine. You are divine masculine. You're able to leap over this. You have wings. This is really nothing but an illusion. Whatever kind of blocks that you have here is nothing but an illusion for you to step into your power as a divine, and to go on ahead and to claim that. You got to get rooted. This fence here tells me that you need to get rooted and grounded into knowing who you are, knowing what's your dreams, what you want to achieve, and where you want to go. Okay? And like the unicorn's horn saying pointing upwards, you got trees all around, you got greenery all around. So you got some heart chakra issues that surrounding you, and it's just growing. It's just growing at a rapid pace. And then your passion. So this, to me, when I look at this, not only just a passion for your divine soulmate, the twin soul, but also just find a passion even about yourself, about life, about getting out this situation that you're experiencing. Divine masculine, and with the financial and everything, wanting to see something. That passion is going to help you drive you forward, okay, into this divine twin journey. Also in this 3D matrix that we are in, that passion is going to also get you out of and help you to free yourself from the situation that you are in. Okay. All right. So if you want a reading, I'm really showing my divine femininity. If you want a reading by me, Divine Sunshine, two places you can go. Go to www.divinetwinsoul11.com. Go to my services page and get a hit the book online button and pick one of those services that you're interested in. Also, I have a Instantgo page that you can go to. Instantgo, go to Go Divine Twin Soul 11. That's another way. You can either get phone. You can either get a reading by phone, video, and also you can ask 3 questions. Also by either texting, we talk back and we chat back and forth. Also during the week of St. Patrick's, I am running a $22 for 30-minute special. That will be from March 11th through March 17th. And I'm thinking about doing, for while I'm on spring break, doing a special then, so I can hit as many readings then. So if you're interested in doing that, wait until the week of March 11th, and then you will be able to take advantage of my special. I just want to say thank you so very much to my subscribers. We're reaching up to 200 just in 4 weeks. That is great. So yay! So thank you for that. Thank you for all my clients that have asked for readings as well. It has just really been a pure, and I say that and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, an honor and a pleasure to do your readings for you all. And just thank you for the comments that I'm having now. We're free. We have our own little Divine Twin Soul 11 community where we're talking and leaving comments. That is so very helpful to me. That lets me know that I'm on the right track. We're talking, we're interacting with each other, and I just love the interaction that is going on. So I just want to say just thank you. Mwah. I love you. I hope that this reading will help you, to give you encouragement, so for you to stay uplifted, inspired, motivated, and enlightened. And I wish you love and all of the blessings that the universe can give you this coming week. And with that, I say Namaste. Namago.